The gavel's sharp crack split the air, silencing the courtroom. Officer Ethan Stone felt a bead of sweat slide down his neck, his pulse hammering as he glanced at Emily, a fragile 4-year-old clinging to his side. Her wide, innocent eyes shimmered with fear. She knew her mother, Sarah, faced a death sentence for a crime she didn't commit. The air thickened with tension, but something stirred, a subtle shift only Kota, Ethan's loyal German shepherd, could sense. Kota stood rigid, ears twitching, jaws gripping a small, weathered boxer, secret no one, not even Sarah, knew existed. Inside that box lay the truth, the key to her salvation. The courtroom hummed with nervous whispers as Ethan guided Emily forward, his mind racing. This was their last shot. No one, not the judge, not the prosecutor, not even Sarah, knew the full story. Ethan's grip tightened on the box Kota had delivered. This wasn't just a case of mistaken identity. It was a web of lies, woven by someone far more sinister. If they didn't act fast, Sarah would die. The gavel rose, poised to seal her fate. Then, a ripple of movement. Kota surged forward, his piercing gaze locked on the judge. With deliberate precision, he placed the box on the desk. The room fell deathly silent, every eye fixed on the dog, sensing the weight of the moment. The box, small and unassuming, seemed to pulse with the power to change everything. "What is this?" the judge demanded, his voice sharp but unsteady. Ethan stepped forward, his hand steady on Kota's back. "This," he said, voice low and urgent, "is the truth." Whispers erupted, a tide of doubt and disbelief swelling around them. The prosecutor scoffed, but his sneer faltered. Ethan's words carried a gravity no one could ignore. If your heart's pounding, craving the next twist, hit subscribe on Heroes for Animals and join us on this gripping journey for justice. As the judge reached for the box, Kota stood like a sentinel, his presence commanding. Inside were documents, photographs, notes, evidence exposing the real culprit, a trusted figure who'd manipulated everyone. The judge's face paled as he scanned the pages. This can't be," he muttered, his authority crumbling. The prosecutor's bravado collapsed, sweat beading on his brow. Ethan's voice cut through the chaos. "Sarah was framed, real criminal as in those pages, and Kota brought them to you." The courtroom held its breath as the judge's trembling hands lifted the papers. "The charges against Sarah are dismissed," he declared, voiced heavy with realization. Sarah collapsed into Emily's arms, tears streaming down her face. Emily, clutching Kota's fur, felt a flicker of hope ignite. The room buzzed with shock and relief, but Kota remained vigilant, his mission complete for now. As they left the courthouse, the setting sun bathed the world in gold. Sarah whispered to Kota, "I owe you everything." His tail flicked, a quiet acknowledgement. But deep down, Ethan and Kota knew the danger wasn't over. The true mastermind was still out there, watching. 2 weeks later, Sarah stood on her porch, the weight of newfound peace, foreign yet fragile. Kota sat beside her, his sharp eyes scanning the horizon. Emily's laughter rang out as she tossed a ball, but Sarah's calm shattered when a car pulled into the driveway. Her heart lurched. Was it him, the man who'd orchestrated her nightmare? A tall, rugged stranger stepped out, his gaze steady. "Sarah Yao," he asked, voice low. "I'm Mark Jensen. I uncovered the truth about your case." Sarah's breath caught. "It's over. I'm free." Jensen's eyes darkened. "Not yet. The man who framed you is part of a syndicate, and he's coming for you." Fear clawed at Sarah, but Ethan's truck roared up, his presence a lifeline. "What's going on?" he demanded, eyeing Jensen. The stranger explained a dangerous figure was hiding in the hills, and Sarah wasn't safe. Ethan's jaw tightened. "We'll protect you, Sarah. Kota will too." But doubt gnawed at her. Could they outrun this shadow? Days later in a quiet town, the illusion of safety shattered. Kota's ears snapped up, his growl low and menacing. Ethan's hand hovered over his gun. A car crept closer, headlights slicing through the dusk. Sarah's pulse raced as they ducked into an alley. Kota's hackles raised. The car stopped, and a man stepped out, only to be pinned by Kota's powerful leap. "I'm not with him," the stranger gasped. "I know where he's hiding, the man who framed you." Ethan hesitated, gun steady. "Prove it." The man's eyes burned with desperation. "He's in the hills, running a network that's been pulling strings for years. I want him gone as much as you do." Sarah's heart pounded. This was it, the chance to end her nightmare. "Let's go," she said, voice resolute. They piled into the car, Kota guarding Emily in the back, his presence a shield. As they sped toward the hills, Sarah felt the weight of the unknown pressing down. The man who'd destroyed her life was close, his power vast. But she had Ethan, Emily, and Kota, her unbreakable family. The road twisted into the darkness, the hills looming like silent sentinels. Sarah's fear mingled with a fierce resolve. This wasn't just about survival anymore, it was about justice. Kota's steady gaze met hers, a silent promise. He'd fight to the end. As they neared the hideout, a chilling realization hit. Someone was watching, waiting. The final confrontation loomed, and the truth would come at a cost. Would Sarah face her tormentor and reclaim her life, or would the shadows claim them all? What happens next? Will Sarah and Kota bring the mastermind to justice, or is a darker twist waiting? Subscribe to Heroes for Animals to find out.